Hello, hello, hello. Today's 1, 2, 3. Just make sure the screen works.
All right. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? We are getting started here. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, I believe even TikTok, a bunch of different places here as we are going to cover a huge storm here on this Sunday. The track.
Yeah, so, hold on, James. And I'm John Derek. So, mm, 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 mm. We're live on the Pioneer Valley Network and streaming on PBN Plus. Trying to be a little more focused here, but hey, we got some severe weather today. But not just severe weather. We got some flooding coming. We also have some wind damage. We want you to get prepared for our starting coverage starting at 7 o'clock, where we're going to be having nonstop coverage all the time, except for, the overnight hours and the times I go to school, unless that school gets canceled. But obviously, you never know. Um, I'm also going to be off at a special time of 1 o'clock tomorrow for a special edition. So wait till 1 o'clock for afternoon live. You don't want to miss this. The aftermath of the storm. Uh, you know, I don't know what's to come, but I'm driving flying home. Good morning, online. And we have a system that I've been tracking for a very, very long time. We're going to have live team coverage, obviously, not just on PBM, but also on our sister stations. But we are tracking on a very significant storm. But a nice day here to be with you for the day today. I'm gonna be making me talking about, you know, the potential for tomorrow. This is just for tomorrow, but we're gonna have live, obviously starting tonight at 7. So if you want to watch us tonight at 7, for the first part of our coverage, go ahead and click on the YouTube stream there. I'm also gonna be live on the Pioneer Valley Network throughout the coverage area. So, and Ryan Hall will join me once again at the afternoon stages to get you ready for what will be the historic storm. We are getting cameras already ready, so and set up my 9 different cameras.
A little bit difficult on a day like today where we have so much going on. But this is why this is why I think it's so important that everybody follows along on the WeatherWise app, and that's why it's free, right? Wouldn't want to put a paywall between you keeping up with the radar and you know, having that information come to you, all the warnings and stuff. I've got to fly around to a million different locations here, and I've got to focus on where the worst of the weather is happening, obviously. But like the WeatherWise app is kind of like a companion app, I guess, to the stream, to where you can keep it on your local radar, and keep looking at the chasers and the cameras and whatever near you, and then I'll go talk about somewhere else briefly, and then I'll come back. I'm making my rounds here on a day like today where we have just such a huge area getting hit. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely nuts. We got a daggone blizzard in Des Moines. We got a blizzard up there in the UP of Michigan. We got strong storms from Milwaukee and Chicago all the way down past Springfield, Illinois. St. Louis is getting it right now. Tornado warnings out the wazoo here in central Missouri, southeastern central Missouri. A lot of severe thunderstorm warnings starting to pop up in Arkansas, and it continues to get worse down there, even into Texas. So let's go check on our tornado warning, by the way, in Illinois. This is going to continue for Jersey County for the next 23 minutes. Our rotation is still visible here on radar. East of Rosedale, that's moving up towards Jerseyville right now. Highway 67, I would not want to be on that road. I would not want to be on that road right now. Back down here towards Texarkana, we've got a storm coming together and coming towards Texarkana right now. I've got a viewer in Texarkana sharing their live feed with the WeatherWise app right now, showing those dark clouds coming in. Okay, so this is a viewer on the northwest side of Texarkana. Notice how we can see those building cumulus clouds out to their west. And you can actually, I think this might be towards their east. I think we're watching an inflow to the storm right now. So we've got these little bitty tiny mini cells that are popping up and quickly getting sucked into the line, making the line of storm stronger. Thank you so much for sharing this live feed with me. Make sure you get indoors and away from windows as that storm gets closer. And yeah, there's so many of you guys checking in now on the WeatherWise app. Appreciate it. If you want your dot to get on there, you can just go ahead and download the app and share it for free. Let's look at the live location scoreboard. 3,000 people are sharing currently, and we've got Missouri in the lead, then Illinois, then Tennessee, Indiana, then Kentucky. Where are we at, Ohio? I haven't seen Ohio in hours. This is what's going on right now, by the way, in West Bend. And then here's what's going on out there in Dearborn County, Indiana. We've got a daggone windstorm and a half happening, even outside of the main storm area. Sorry. I got so much going on here, guys. You wouldn't believe the amount of stuff that is going on in front of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 monitors in front of me. If you ever hear me like start to glitch out, that's what's happening. It's like I've got 3 thoughts that are overlapping, and I got to refresh. You know what I'm saying? By the way, Little Rock, just to your north and west, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning coming in. It's got that considerable damage threat. Okay, so this is a considerable damage threat, severe thunderstorm warning with golf ball size hail. Golf ball size hail. Oh, we're hearing reports, by the way, about multiple people being injured on a flight landing in Orlando due to turbulence. Wow, that's pretty crazy. By the way, we got all this stuff going on out here in Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, but we've also been tracking all day. Dude, your all location sharing is just absolutely nuts right now. There's so many. But all day we've been tracking these storms in Florida. And by the way, look at all the lightning. You see all the flashes? That's real-time lightning right now. But we're getting reports right now that multiple people were injured on a flight landing in Orlando due to turbulence. So things are getting plumb wild out here in Orlando as well. I got a lot of you checking in.
Yeah, no. Thanks so much for giving me that news. Let's get to some of the impacts that we may get from the storm as we approach the first half of this system. So what we do have is a wind advisory that is up from the National Weather Service. We actually have a higher wind watch for Eastern Mass and Rhode Island. This is where we get some of the highest wind gusts. But here we can get in excess of 50 miles per hour. The reason why it's like faded is because in this area we do have a flood watch that is also up from the National Weather Service. That means winds can exceed, and we can also see some isolated flooding. I'll show you the models going up right now. I'm going to try to see if I can. So it's doing our 18Z model. This is where we get some of these reports, you know. And the reason why we have a flood watch and a wind advisory, you know, basically we have a threat of significant damage. We're going to be answering some of your questions as well throughout the day today. I do not recommend you being outdoors by any means tomorrow. We're also going to be taking a look at some of your cameras from across just to see what the conditions are. You know, it's going to be a busy day. It's going to be a busy morning tomorrow, so you want to stay with us here because I'm going to be live at 4 a.m. That means I have to take a shower and just go straight to sleep. And I'm going to put I'm not going to put a loud alarm because I don't want to. I'm just going to vibrate it. Just going to vibrate because I don't want my mom to think I am actually awake at 4 a.m. in the morning. But I'll take it. Getting close to, you know, to the end of at the start of the. So let's show you what the. Let's show you where it starts. So here we go. This is our Skycast. I want you to take it through hour by hour. So here you go. It's raining for most of the area.
Means a storm producing 8 miles per hour or hail an inch or larger is happening right now in your area. The main threats: damaging winds that snap trees and down power lines, large hail that can shatter windows, deadly lightning, and heavy rain that triggers flash flooding in minutes. Get inside a sturdy building immediately. Stay away from windows. Unplug electronics and monitor NOAA weather radio for updates. If you're driving, pull over safely and stay in your car with your seatbelt on. If you're outdoors, get to a building fast. Never shelter under an overpass or a tree after the storm. Wait to be all clear before going outside. Stay away from downed power lines and flooded roads, and check on your neighbors. Send reports to me and the NWS if you can do so safely. You can send pictures and videos to ryanhallyall.com/submit. Severe thunderstorm.
Alright, that was just a quick message on how you could stay safe in a severe thunderstorm warning. We'll get back to that in just a moment. But I want you to take a look here. Yeah. I mean, this is not a good look at all. Right here. And then more rain comes in around 6 a.m. in the morning. So if you're joining us at 6 a.m. and you got flooding, then your school is going to be closed. Well, technically not. By 10 o'clock, most of the rain is coming in. I would expect most of the schools to dismiss early because of this. We're expecting thunderstorms across the area. And then those thunderstorms continue into... We may get a lull, but then we have a chance for some more thunderstorms. A few of those could be severe here in Western in Connecticut and Massachusetts. More thunderstorms as we approach the midnight hour. So if you're joining us, and then by 5 a.m. more and now the reason why that wind advisory does keep me in, it goes until 11 a.m. for Berkshire County. So once that storm is over, unless it gets canceled, then the only one would be for Berkshire County. I'm going to take a bathroom break right now. Hope to be back in just a little bit for continuing coverage. Just arrived. Go ahead, Annie.
Hey Ryan, I've gone ahead and issued a y'all watch for the western side of St. Louis there near Clarkson Valley and Chesterfield. Via the terminal radar, it does look like only a few hundred feet above the surface we could have a weak tornado coming together there. And then the actual Doppler radar is right next to that. And it does show some rotation as well. So it's not impossible that we could get a tornado warning here in western St. Louis County that extends east to east-northeast towards the Creve Coeur area. Please correct my pronunciation on that if it's wrong, but just wanted to give you guys a y'all watch out for that in case it does get warned.
Thank you so much, meteorologist Andy Hill, bringing our attention.
Thank you so much, meteorologist Andy Hill from for check on an historic storm. Let's take a look now at the monitor right now. We don't have any, and I'm gonna check the closing methods as well. So, if you guys joined just for closings, it's basically right now the calm before the storm. So, it's not yet raining in many areas, but we're watching them. We do have some potential flood warnings. They have not issued officially from the National Weather Service, but the ones that will get flood warned are the following. This is from the official reports come from the from the Northeast River Forecast Center. Basically, just a conversion of all the latest forecast models from the National Weather Service, and these reports just blew my mind. If you we got 7 straight alerts that will likely become a flood warning pretty soon. One of them is in western Massachusetts. So let's get to that right now. So we got one for the Housatonic River at Stevenson Dam. Last time, there was a flood stage of around 11.16 feet. We are getting back to 11 feet soon. That will result in a flood warning for the Housatonic River at Stevenson Dam. One that we need to watch very closely, and now likely will be a flood warning, is the Pawtucket River at Westerly. I've seen in 7.3 feet. That is enough. That is enough for a flood warning in the Pawtucket River at Westerly. Another potential flood warning is the No, not the Deerfield. We'll talk more about the Deerfield in just a moment. Because that's coming soon. Another one is for the Wood River Valley. That's for minor flooding as well as 6.10 according to the NERFC. I think so. We got .20 feet expected on the Pawtuxet River at Cranston. We got something. We have a call coming from Daddy. Go ahead, Dad. Go ahead, Daddy. Can we do this again? So I've said the Strawberry River, Saxonville, you know, the Patuxent, Cranston, the Wood River, Whole Valley, the Pawtucket River at Westerly, the Housatonic at Stevenson. Two more to do. The Taunton River near Bridgewater also will be flooded, and we'll issue a flood warning soon. And we have a new tornado warning in Arkansas, and a tornado warning in Florida. We all have a flood warning potential for the Deer at West Deerfield. These are the current ones, so we want anything will change. But right now, it looks like a flood warning soon enough. That will conclude right now this this pre-show. We're gonna try to do this at 7 o'clock. So see you then.